What's up, everybody? Christian James here. In today's video, we're going to listen to the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, talk about how he thinks it's okay to shoot home intruders in the face. Bam! In the...
Congratulations. Yeah, I'm glad you shot the guy.
Doug Ford says the home invader...
Pause. I 100% agree with him. If you break in my casa, I should be able to shoot you in your face. It makes no sense that in this country I can't defend myself against you, but yet you came to where I was when I was asleep doing something. Apparently we get in trouble. That is the dumbest shit ever. Maybe that used to be a thing where it never happened, but it happens. And if the fucking guy in charge of the entire state, province, Americans, if you're watching, 15 million people live here. That guy's in charge of the place that we live. And he says he hopes you shot him a few more times. Maybe the politicians at the highest level, elbows up, can get their shit together too.
Should have been shot a few more times. Hi, I'm Brian Lilly, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. Ontario's premier expressing frustration at a home invasion in Vaughn, north of Toronto. Several men broke into a house in the middle of the night earlier this week, and, well, the homeowner happened to be a legal licensed gun owner who had all his guns properly stored, all his ammunition properly stored. He had enough time to go get the gun and shoot one of the burglars. That man later dropped...
That's another problem. Well, I guess if they're right beside your bedstand, that's going to work. But they are already loaded coming into the house, and I'm not saying you should just have a loaded gun sitting around. We've seen where that can happen with children, with morons, with accidents, if you will. But maybe if it's loaded and locked in a very secure place that only like a fingerprint or a retinal scan or something can get into, like you don't need 4-digit codes no more. Because 3 came in ready to go. You got to wake up if you're not asleep. Beep, beep, bop, boop, beep, beep, bop, boop, click, click, boom.
Off at a hospital with gunshot wounds. He's been arrested and charged. 24-year-old Tristan Casanova Allman, a man well known to police and well known to Toronto Sun readers because he keeps popping up in story after story involving violent carjackings, where an 8-year-old girl was kidnapped, as violent home invasion crime rings, such as late last year. This guy was wanted by police all over the place. So yes, people are going to...
But yet he's out because catch and release. Like Americans, the British, the Australians, y'all watching? Does it not seem like from the inside they're trying to sink the West? I don't know if Australia considered the West because you're way over there, but I think they consider you the West because I don't know if that just means like first world or something. I'm not really sure what they refer to as the West because Canada and America are on the West, but whatever. Does it not seem like from the inside they're trying to sink the ship? Like, you know, if you shoot holes in the boat and we're both in the boat, we both sink.
Point to Premier Ford's statements and say an elected official shouldn't be saying that. But this guy, like so many that are picked up, was out on parole. He was out on bail, release of one form or another. These guys are always on one form of release. And that was part of the frustration that Premier Ford was expressing.
Congratulations for shooting this guy. Should have shot him a couple more times as far as I'm concerned.
Good. Boom. And then you don't have to do this no more. We don't have a bail hearing. We got like a toe tag and a black bag and a shitty grave and a sad mom. If she's still around, which rest in peace, and all that shit would be sad for her. But everybody else would be safe. That's
right. I said it.
And everyone should be out there, legal gun owners. And by the way, the federal government, they're spending so much time on going after legal, law-abiding gun owners.
And the wildest part is, sorry to interrupt that quickly, but the wildest part is our police departments won't even go collect the guns. So the liberals are like, hey, we want you to get the guns back from people. And the cops are like, nah.
That safely store their guns, safely store their ammunition, their hunters or their sport shooters. I have an idea. Rather than wasting hundreds of millions of dollars going after legal gun owners, why don't you spend that hundreds of millions of dollars going after the bad guys?
Well, that's difficult for a few reasons. One, because they don't believe that the stereotypical person that's always in our crime is, you know, to blame. It's the system. It's their dadless home or whatever crap that they had, that I had, that so many people had. But the other issue is it's really hard to catch people that are fucking running away.
Well, no fucking shit.
You know where the guns are that are legal. You know where they're stored because you have the address, because I'm pretty sure we have a large gun registry, unless somehow that got, well, they screw up everything. It probably got screwed up. It's probably like the Yellow Pages. It's 30 years old. But you know where they are, and they're law-abiding citizens, so they're going to probably abide. Because here's the thing with bad guys, right? Like, I used to be dumb and be a criminal way back in the day, and I'm not proud of it. It just is what it is. You had to catch me in order for it to be illegal. Do you know what that means? Like, it's illegal that it happened, but it ain't illegal to the bad guy till you catch him. Like, they don't care. They know what they're doing is illegal, or as you want to look at it, wrong, which we all know it is. They don't care. And it's not because they're trying to feed their family. This ain't a rags to riches story. This ain't Robin Hood. These are dickheads with weapons. And somehow the rest of us are not supposed to defend ourselves to dickheads with weapons. Because, elbows up. I don't know.
That seems to want to protect criminals, not innocent people. And so on that point, Ford is absolutely right. We have a revolving door. We do not lock up people for serious amounts of time. When Mr. Casanova Allman was convicted in the 2020 carjacking with a 12-year young girl in the back seat, well, he said, as a young black man, he's afraid of police, and that's why he had to flee.
Bitch, you stole the car. Stop falling for the bullshit. It's not because he's a young black man who had to flee. It's because he's a piece of shit who kidnapped a girl and stole a fucking car her parent was in.
He was in a shootout with them after stealing a car. Come on.
Why do y'all not aim better? And then we wouldn't have to have it. Well, I would have to make a different video, which that's fine. But then we wouldn't have people like this getting their house busted in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Our justice system has become a joke. And this man's situation, just the latest piece of evidence. Should the premier have said what he did?
Yes.
Probably not.
Absolutely.
Does he reflect the attitude of a great many people in this country who are also frustrated? Absolutely. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment.
Look, at the end of the day, everybody has the right to defend themselves at home. Whether or not you allow me to do it legally, lawfully, I'm going to do it. I got kids in the house. I got a wife in the house. I have to protect them. I don't have an illegal gun in my house. That's not what I have in my house. Everybody calm down. Don't be calling 911. It ain't like that. But I understand how to defend myself. There are weapons in my house that are legal, that are not considered weapons, that you can use to defend yourself. I understand they have firearms, but there are certain preventive measures you can have to defend yourself. But at the end of the day, a firearm would make it much easier because they're not coming in with a bow and arrow. They're not coming in with a compound bow.
I am the one you're
Okay? They're just coming in already ready to go, and they don't even have to draw back. Mine has a trigger too, but they don't have to draw back. That is ridiculous. Why do the bad guys get the advantage and the lawful people just get shit on because our government's a bunch of morons and the people who vote for them don't want weapons? Because it's never going to happen. Like, what are the odds? OMG, fa la 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 pronouns. I'm fucking out.